Hello all, welcome to the video on horoscope matching. In horoscope matching is one of the important aspect which has to be taken care before doing a marriage. So this horoscope is basically classified into three things, that is Dasavitha Porutham, that is for the stars, 10 matching for the stars. Then next comes the Papasamyam or the Dosha Samalyam, which is seen for the mapping of the horoscope, which is seen for the, it is also said as Katta Porutham. And next comes the Dasa Sandhi, which is with respect to the Dasa or the planet which is going to take in charge of it, take control of it. So in this we have Guja Dosha, which is nothing but Chava Dosha, or the dosha which is caused by Mars. We will be looking each of them separately. So now we are coming for Dasavitha Porutham. When we look at Dasavitha Porutham, we have 10 matching. For any given star, it is almost predetermined whether the other star will match or not. So for that case, I have given the link below the description. Just go and check, put your star, and you can verify whether the respective star is going to match you or not. So with this, we can easily identify whether what is the percentage of Porutham will be available for the given star. Next is the Katta Porutham or the Papasamyam or the Dosha Samyam, what we are going to see. In a girl, it is said to be Mangalya Dosha if they have malefic planets in 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 12th houses. Similarly, for boys, it is said to be as Kalatra Dosha if the similar malefic planets they are Sun, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu are going to be there in 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, then it is said to be Papadosha. This Papadosha is calculated from three aspects. One is from Lagna, then next is from Moon, next is from Chandra. The value taken from Lagna will be 1 and the value taken from Moon will be half the amount of the thing. Then from Chukra, which is Venus, it is going to be 1/4 of the value. So for Kalatra Dosha in a boy has to be matched with a girl who is going to have Mangalya Dosha. This is nothing but this is the aspect of minus into minus plus. So for a boy we have to look at 7th house for making sure whether he is having Kalatra Dosha or not. Similarly, for a girl we have to look at 7th and 8th house. Both house has to be included. And for matching, we should always match for a female horoscope with 7th and 8th houses should be equal to a boy horoscope with 7th house. This should be matched. And we should never consider malefic planets which is present in 8th house of a boy, which will leads to bad effect, that is more dosha will be created by doing so. Next, malefic planet, there are some exemptions we have. If those malefic planets or the bad planets or the Asubha Graha which is going to be there in its own house, then obviously it is not going to harm that much. That is, the dosha value will be reduced. In similar manner, if the malefic planet is present is aspected by the Guru, then obviously their malefic effect will get reduced, right? These are all about some of the exemptions, some of the things. Then we are going to see one case, that is some cases where that is beneficial planets will also create the dosha. That is, say for example, for Vrichika Lagna, when the Guru or Buddha is going to be in 7th house, that is in the house of Venus, that is in the house of Chukra, as they are enemy planets, obviously they will create Kalatra Dosha. And similarly, in any case, 5th house Lord, if he is present in 7th house, then obviously he will create the Kalatra dosha. Whatever he may be malefic or he may be beneficial planet, but still he will be creating the Kalatra dosha. Then Sukra present in Scorpio, this will also create the Kalatra dosha, as Sukra being the malefic planet, beneficial planet, but still if it is going to be there in the house of Chavai, Mars, then obviously it will create dosha. So now we are going to see in detail about the Chavai dosha or the Guja dosha. Chavai or Mars, when located at 12, 2, 4, 7, 8 houses in horoscope, then obviously it will create Guja dosha. This Guja dosha will leads to, in the worst case for a girl, it may leads to death of her husband. Similarly vice versa. And if it is aspected by any beneficial planet, then obviously this will not be that much, but still the Guja dosha will exist to some extent. Then in Guja dosha in 7th house and 8th house of the female has to be matched with the 7th house in male, considering the more dosha. Then the Mars bad effect, that is the Guja dosha effect, will reduce in the case when it is being aspected by a Guru or any beneficial planets. Obviously if any good planet is going to see, obviously its bad effect will get reduced. Now let's see some of the exemptions for this Guja dosha. Mars is an Rajayoga Graha for Kadaka and Simha. So in those cases we will not have Guja dosha that is being created by the Mars at any case. So for Kadaka Lagna and Simha Lagna we will not have the Guja dosha. Then when the Mars is combined with Guru and also when the Mars is combined with Moon, this will create a yoga and thus it do not gives the dosha. Then when Mars is in Vrichiga and Mars is not going to give the dosha, as Mars is going to be in his own house. If Mars comes in his own house, obviously it is not going to create the dosha effect. And also when Mars is going to be in Dhanusu and Meenam, that is in the houses of Guru, then obviously it is not going to create the dosha. And when it is going in, when the Mars is being aspected by Guru or it is aspected by Chandra, Valarbire Chandran, in those cases it is not going to create dosha. Then in Kadagam being the 7th house, obviously the Mars is not going to create the dosha. So these are all some of the exemptions we have. So these exemptions can be followed, and we can come. There are many other exemptions also. I have given some common exemptions which will be mostly exist. And we are coming to the third aspect, that is the Dasa Sandhi. That is during the period when one Dasa is going to end and another Dasa is going to take over. At that point it is not advised to go ahead with the marriage. So that can be that too has many exemptions. If we are going to have next Dasa, what we are going to have is going to be a Rajayoga Graha, Rajayoga Dasa, then obviously we can go ahead. So there are some exemptions which astrologer can easily identify and he can guide you. Then we are going for Samadasa. Samadasa is nothing but, say for example, both boy and a girl might be having same Dasa. Say both can have Guru Dasa and Guru Dasa. Same can be having. One person with respect to their ascendants, they may have that as Rajayoga Graha. Other one may have it as not that much as much expected. So in those kind of situation, we have to just check for this Samadasa. And also Samasaptamam also has to be taken. Samasaptamam is nothing but it is the 180 degree for one first planet. The 7th one will be coming as a Samadasa. That has some exemption, some allowed, something is allowed, that if it is going to be a friendly star, then obviously it is allowed. Then else if it is going to be enemy planet, in that case it is not going to be allowed. So this can be known easily from the astrologer for your respective star. So these are all the aspect what we have in the horoscope matching. So in this I have given you some idea, and this can also be done, and this calculation can also be done in some of the websites which they have given calculation. I have just given you link of those websites, but still final decision definitely has to be taken by the astrologer. The reason is that this Papasamyam what I told earlier can be state Papasamyam or Dosha Samyam. Say for example, this is going to check only the 7th house of a particular person. That is the amount of dosha or the papa what we have. The matching for, say for example, if any person is going to have putra dosha, that is they are going to be affected in the 5th house, then it would be better they are going to marry a person who is going to have very good effect in the 5th house. If both of them are having problem in their 5th house, then obviously they may lead to problem in their birth of the child, those kind of things. and this has to be matched to have prosperous life, and this can be done by the astrologer. So I have given some link with which you can find out whether both the horoscope are matching or not. From that you can just take it to the astrologer, where he will be giving you the final decision whether this is going to be perfect on the all houses. That is, this is going to check only with respect to 7th house and most probably 8th house. But whereas when you go to the astrologer, he is going to check out with all the houses and he will be giving you a perfect decision. So this idea or these aspects what I have given is to just to check or get the ideology on what is happening in your horoscope matching. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.